I didn't get back into the finals until 2011. You know, so it was 5 years later. I just thought it was going to happen like that. And I think part of it was, you know, me being young. And obviously, you know, you play some superior teams, but at the end of the day, I don't think that, you know, my process was where it needed to be, or even if I even had enough time for my process to be where it needed to be. And I didn't win a championship, I believe, until I finally was understanding and had the ability, as far as my capacity, to understand the process, to unlock the process, and then go after it. And just stay there, stay that course.
Lord Jesus.
I wouldn't do that just yet. Cause your ass is mine.
Fanboys, you know I can't let them get away with this, right? So you gonna skip over the fact that Pat Riley and Dwayne Wade gave you the recipe. LeBron James is trying to rewrite history to say now that he was too young. He's trying to rewrite history to say that he had to unlock this magnificent process in order for him to get back into the finals.
Part of it was, you know, me being young. And obviously, you know, you play some superior teams, but at the end of the day, I don't think that, you know, my process was where it needed to be, or even if I even had enough time for my process to be where it needed to be.
To excuse his meltdowns within the playoffs or NBA finals, he's now saying, hey, I'm too young. I was too young and I needed more time to learn the process. I would have won these championships anyway, but I needed more time to learn the process.
And I didn't win a championship, I believe, until I finally was understanding and had the ability, as far as my capacity, to understand the process, to unlock the process, and then go after it. And just stay there, stay that course.
LeBron James, what is the process? Was it Dwayne Wade? Was it Pat Riley? Because what it sounds like to me is that you're trying to take credit for this process that you learned. Because the real ones know
It's a complete crap.
you just can't find it in you to give Dwayne Wade and Pat Riley their credit, huh? The team that helped you win your first 2 championships, you don't want to give any credit. And this is why he has Steve Nash up here, because Steve Nash isn't going to give any pushback. Steve Nash isn't going to ask follow-up questions to get him to explain more what the hell he's talking about. Steve Nash like, man, I seen what you did for JJ, man. I really need a job. I need a job bad, man. Steve Nash up there looking like,
hey, man, big dog, I need you, big dog. Boy, look here. Boy, I need you bad, man.
what do we know about Mind the Game anyway? It was a job interview. JJ Redick, you should be terrified that he chose not to do season 2 with you. Is LeBron James interviewing JJ Redick's replacement? That's a question we all should be asking. Why would he do this podcast with Steve Nash? Because if I was up there interviewing LeBron James, I'm gonna be like, LeBron, but what about the process? What about the Heat culture? Did you forget about the Heat culture? And also, LeBron, when you figured out the process, why did you lose against the Mavericks?
Oh, that was different.
We need more details about this process outside of a manufactured championship in the bubble that nobody values. Where has this process been for the Lakers? Because the last time I checked, the Lakers fans have nothing to show for since you've been here. You haven't won a Western Conference Finals game in LA. You haven't won an NBA Finals game in LA. And you just now hitting your first buzzer beater. And it wasn't in LA. I don't know about y'all, but some ain't adding up. Why did this process only allow you to win back-to-back championships only once in your career? Kobe's got a 3-peat and a back-to-back. Mike got 2 3-peats. We haven't even mentioned the fact that you played with 7 All-NBA players. Luka Doncic is your 7th All-NBA teammate, and this will be your 16th playoff run with at least one teammate that has made an All-NBA team.
Stop this. Stop this.
Have you ever given somebody some information? You've taught them something, you've showed them something, just for them to turn around and pretend like they figured it out themselves?
And I didn't win a championship, I believe, until I finally was understanding and had the ability, as far as my capacity, to understand the process, to unlock the process, and then go after it. And just stay there, stay that course.
If I'm Pat Riley and D-Wade, I'm extremely offended. Because what the hell is he even talking about?
Finally was understanding and had the ability, as far as my capacity,
How many takes you think it took them to get that part right? LeBron started staring off into his soul when he was trying to explain this garbage that's coming out of his mouth. Why is it so hard for him to give credit when credit is due? Pat Riley has been a part of 9 championships, 5 as a head coach, 2 as an executive, 1 as a player, and 1 as an assistant coach. It's safe to say that Pat Riley has a recipe that leads to winning all across different eras. And you want to pretend like Pat Riley wasn't the greatest influence for helping you learn how to win championships. Where else would you have learned this? You cannot sit up here and say you would have learned how to win championships in Cleveland when Cleveland ain't won a championship before 2016 since 1964. Cleveland ain't seen a championship since Jim Brown was playing, man. Knock it off. You really think your childish ass would have learned how to win a championship in a place that coddled you? Pat Riley wasn't gonna coddle you. See, you being back in Cleveland is like staying the night with your mom and your daddy's gone. You already know what I'm talking about. Hey, when Pop's gone, oh, you staying up late, you watching things that you ain't supposed to be watching. You feel more comfortable doing things a certain way because you know your father isn't there to discipline. Going to Miami is like staying with your dad. Oh, Dad, I gotta be in bed by 9. Yup, you gotta be in bed by 9. Oh yeah, you gotta eat your fruit and vegetables. I know you like cookies, but no, you can't eat no cookies tonight. No, son, you can't play with those boys. Those boys are headed to prison. Those aren't the type of boys you need to be hanging with because they're bad influences. So in other words, Pat Riley was trying to teach you.
I'm trying to teach you how to be responsible. It's like your little friends across the street, they don't have anybody to show them how to do that. They don't. You're gonna see how they end up too.
What's crazy is you'll even have grown men believing this when they were a part of the history as it was taking place. But the thing is, I'm not gonna allow LeBron James to change history because the real ones know the truth. And it's the part of the video where I need y'all to beat the comment section up. Is LeBron James disrespecting the game by not giving Pat Riley and Dwayne Wade their credit for helping build the mentality to help LeBron James win a championship? Do you think this interview with Steve Nash is a job interview? Do you believe that Steve Nash is looking for a job or will get a job after doing Mind the Game with LeBron James? Let me know down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit me with the HBO special. Help a brother out with some likes, comment, and subscribe. I'm 93 Zay, and I'm out this thing.